Okay, before we jump into this, I will say, last time, a few people took the clip of me doing the calculations, which I am no accountant, and I don't know calculations well, and then ending with 3K, and then had the takeaway that I'm walking away with 3K, which isn't correct. I am not walking away with the full amount. That is true. I won't even be walking away with half. It'll be much less than half, but I'm still walking away with hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's a fact. Even if we ignore the money aspect of it, I think the publicity, exposure, whatever that term you want to use is, I think is more valuable than the money. I genuinely am not doing this for the money, which will obviously bring in some caps. I'm only doing this for one, because I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing for me. It's probably the biggest thing I'll ever do on Twitch. And then two, I'm doing it because there's like cool records that I'll beat that will make me feel accomplished in life. And that's it. Those are pretty much the only two motivators for me. If it was just the money that I had from this, like that's the only thing I were to gain, then I would just end it because I don't care more about the money than I do about, you know, being able to hang out with my girlfriend, being able to hang out with my roommates, not sleeping on stream and fearing having a wet dream every night. Those things, which if you don't believe is totally fair. I don't need to convince you. I'm just telling you how I feel. So yeah, the takeaway was not 3K. There is a lot in write-offs, and I think I have a better understanding of how to do it. There was a guy who I'm not going to harp on anymore and bring up his name, who posted a comment on the last video saying what the full sum was, but assumed that I took away $5 from Twitch, and then they had like a progressive tax system, which is true. Taxes are progressive, but it also implies that I'll make no income for the other 11 months of the year. So there was a lot of flaws with that number. I don't know the actual number. It's not a meme. I'm not pretending to be dumb. I genuinely didn't pay my taxes in 2018 because I was stressed out because I didn't know how to find my adjusted gross income, and I was so stressed that I just ignored it until I hired Slime, and then Slime did it for me. That's not a meme. That actually happened in real life. That's just who I am as a human. A lot of people think I'm just fucking around or pretending to be dumb. I think if I push it back in and maybe use the device, it might like go through a cycle. I didn't think about that. That's where all the water went. That makes sense. And sometimes I pretend to be dumb, but sometimes I'm also dumb, which is why I pretend to be dumb, because then when I'm actually dumb, you might think I'm pretending to be dumb. That way I'm never dumb. That seems about right. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's good. Maybe put a little bit much. Should be fine. Ludwig, read me. Hey Ludwig, this section is how to use this doc. Money earned is just from subs, not media share. Media share is calculated behind the scenes and isn't very accurate. Oh, I thought they were calculating that. I guess they stopped. Our team is listed in the yellow above Ludwig Reed. Please notice them. Bad Dog. Smart Tax. It's Dan Bars and OG Sheeper. Hey guys. We estimate 250 hours between all of us for the work put in, if not more. 250 hours and you couldn't even figure out it was a mung? Between's only for two. English fact of the day. Welcome, gamers, welcome. Side note, taxes are added. We assumed you're making bank, so 40% plus 12.3%. We are prepared to actually do your taxes for the stream when it ends. I do have an accountant, but I appreciate the offer, guys. Anyway, that's it. That's it. Let's give some love to the people in chat. Claps in chat. Claps in chat for these people. Sure, they're divulging the amount of money I make, so I can't manipulate my viewers by making them think I'm broker than I am, like 2012 YouTube, but still, they're doing a service. All right, let's check the big numbers. Total money, $850,000. Woo, sheesh. All right, hold up. I'll check media share. Media share is a little under 50K for past 2 months, which puts us at about 900. Wait, you do have media share in. Oh, so we're about at 875 because they put in like 23. Total Ludwig has made pre-taxes. This is removing Twitch's cut because Twitch gets some money from this. Congratulations, Twitch. And then taxes, 313,000. And then I'm still getting confused now with the charity aspect because I also am donating $1 per donation to charity, which is 166,000 right now. 156,000. But yeah, this is it. Their estimate is that I walk away with 100K. Assuming Ludwig doesn't pay mods pre-tax, instead does it post-tax. What does that mean? Oh, like I pay them under the table so that they don't have to pay taxes? No, fuck them. They'll pay taxes. Yeah, Uncle Sam's coming for you. I think this number is wrong, though. Wait, is it wrong? No, it's actually right. They get 1K, about 357 a night. They're on the modcast. Yes, that is true. How much? That's how much one mod has made. If they're there every night for 3 weeks.
Oh, you're doing the spreadsheet again?
Yeah, it's the 3-week recap.
Oh, shit. Here you go, man.
Thank you, man.
Shut up.
Okay, man.
All right, what do we got here? This is,
Well, I'm doing the calculations. I know more about taxes now. There's, I think, a max of a 25% charitable deduction for a business.
Yeah. I saw you struggling yesterday. It was actually you, H-Rock and Sands, yeah, struggling with the idea of tax liability and how this all works, which is crazy because they're adult boomers.
I'm an idiot.
You know, with wives and shit. But, yeah, so let me just break it down. What charitable donations and expenses do is reduce your overall tax liability, meaning that you will owe less of the percentage that results in profit, right? It doesn't mean that it just takes away $25,000 or whatever, and that's just gone now. Instead, the IRS doesn't get anything. They just receive a percentage that is relative to the amount that you are earning in profit, which is reported, right? So that's what my job is, to make sure everything's book kept and that we pay that exact number. It's a little different with corporate tax and shit like that too.
So if we made like $1 million stream warehouse, we'd be in the negative for the year, and then we don't pay taxes.
I don't think it quite works like that. We literally just won't pay taxes.
Mogul warehouse.
But the mogul warehouse would definitely reduce our overall tax liability because we are spending it on the business. Now, the system is designed, much like Twitch, to continue making money, to get you to keep spending money so you don't hoard your money. And that's what I'm learning through this whole process.
But sometimes it feels bullshit because Amazon pays less in taxes than we do.
And that is really interesting. And I think that, for one, it's unfair, but I think there's some secret, shady, backdoor shit going on where it is considered that Amazon's function and purpose in the American economy is more valuable than the amount of taxes that they would pay. I think this is their theory, and therefore they don't technically pay, but instead they are treated as like a larger entity than something to generate taxes themselves, and instead generates massive commerce, which is like, take it or leave it. I don't think that's right, but I think that's their reasoning, which, whatever. We're powerless to do that. The bald overlords control everything. We will never mean anything.
It sucks because I feel like that we elect government officials, and so the government officials are meant to use the money for things that we want, and that's where the money should go. But instead, it's private companies that determine where the money goes on a much bigger scale than the government, and that's the only thing that we have any influence on.
Correct. We have created a system in which companies have an immense amount of power. In fact, so much power that they influence the politicians that end up appearing in office, right? And lobbyists. So that's why we ended up voting for someone like fucking Donald Trump, because though having no understanding of politics or political background or infrastructure, he was just someone who has
Drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp. Smart businessman knows what's up. Which really, he was a super just stupid, just a big goddamn idiot. I feel like
he did more. Like, he had insane tax cuts.
But the thing, what I'm saying is, like, okay, so for one, now we have Joe Biden, who is like a shill, right? So this is the world. Here's the dichotomy, guys. I'm going to break it down for you. It's a world of monsters and a world of shills.
Yeah.
And in this world, you can either be a monster or a shill.
Okay. That's
the dichotomy. We don't like seeing our money go away in taxes, Ludwig. Remember you pay taxes, you're like, I owe that much? I'm like, yeah. You're like, ah. But instead, those people, they don't go, and just pay. They're like, we need to do something about this.
I do go, jerk off and play Valorant.
Yeah.
They should play Valorant.
They should just play Valorant. If more politicians played online games, no, they would be worse people.
They would be worse people.
Yeah.
But they'd be outed as worse people because then their chat logs would be leaked.
Yeah. They'd be like, wait, they recorded that? It's like Chris D'Elia thinking that Snapchat just disappears.
Yeah. Wait, I thought it was like but I thought the thing was the... Yeah, that's...
Anyway, thanks for entertaining me. Hey, good luck out there.
All right, gamer. Thank you for the pokey. Well, now we've learned a lot. Hopefully you POG'd all that and now know more about tax liability and how the government works. Anyway, I think we were here. It was 250,000, and then I have the charitable donation, which is about 150K, which may or may not be completely write-offable, in which case it is. That's where we're at. And then the only other expense is gifting subs to myself. It was about 21K. And there we are. That's where we're at. This could be off. I got no fucking clue. I'm not a tax expert. I have an accountant, and I don't even talk to the accountant Slime does. But it seems about right enough. A lot of people ask about the ad revenue, but I don't think, actually very specifically in the Twitch contract, I can't mention my ad revenue and ad rates, but I will say it is definitely up. Is it substantial? Yeah, it's like a media share. But that's all. That's all. There are other tabs in the sheet. I don't know how to read these, though. These are so big. Chat spending their stimmies. Well, hopefully not. The good news is we have had 85,000 gifted, which is a lot. But still, the bulk are from individuals spending $5 or better yet, spending $0 because they use their Twitch Primes. That is still the bulk of subs. It's about 100,000 people. 100,000 individual people have subbed and spent at most $5. Anyway, boys, that's it. That's the update. That's the recap. That's all the information that I got for you guys. Hopefully that answers all your questions. If you do have any more, you can put it on the YouTube comments, and maybe I'll take a look when we do a final recap when this all ends. Whether that's literally tomorrow or next week, it's only going to last at most 10 more days. Guaranteed 10 more days, and then it's over for sure because I'm cutting it off. And that's it. That's the vibe. That's where we're at. Thank you all for watching. By the way, if you guys are on YouTube, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. All right? It takes you like 3 seconds. And it turns out that streaming every day and not being able to take time working on my YouTube hasn't helped the YouTube out too much. All right? I'm focusing too much on my goddamn Twitch frogs. My YouTube frogs are left in the dust. I'm coming back to you kids soon. Hold up. Do me a favor. Subscribe. 40% of the guys aren't even subbed who watch the videos. I'd appreciate it.